You all might be wondering why I have this old phone here with me when I'm trying to unbox a new phone. The reason being, this was the first phone I had pre-ordered in my life, and I was so excited about the design change which Samsung had brought to a mobile phone. It had no bezels at the sides that time. And I have the same level of excitement today after 8 years. This was launched in 2017 for the GalaxyZ Fold 7. This is one of the major design change which Samsung has brought not just to their Fold 7 lineup but for the entire mobile industry. So you all have to hold this to see the engineering marvel which Samsung has brought to the table. So I was so excited and I ordered the Z Fold 7, and I'm switching from Apple to back to Android, which I should have done long back, but I wasn't seeing any major changes in the Galaxy Ultra designs. And finally, we have a major design change here. To understand what I'm talking about, you'll have to actually see it to believe it. Let's go ahead and open. Wow, this is so beautiful. So beautiful. This is a shadow blue color, and this comes in three main colors. One is shadow blue, shadow black, shadow silver, and an online exclusive, which is the shadow mint. Yeah, it's not called a shadow mint, but it's a mint. And shallow blue is the signature color for this year, which Samsung has introduced along with the mint. And this is absolutely gorgeous. I'm not sure how much justice is it doing to the color in the video, but this is a really beautiful color if you like to purchase this one. So let me quickly get this out of the box. Okay, this is what I was talking about. This is just 4.2 millimeter thin or thick, whatever you want to call. And if you see the size of the USB port, it's barely the size of the USB port. I'm not sure if any phone can get any thinner than this. Maybe a 1 millimeter room is there, but nothing more than that unless they introduce a new type of USB. This is the design marvel I was talking about. Just look how slim is this one when it is unfolded. Oh my god, this is so beautiful. I was so excited to see this. Let's take a physical overview of this phone. This is the USB Type-C, you all know that. So it has a stereo speakers. This is the stereo speaker at the bottom, and this is the stereo speaker at the top. It has a physical SIM as well, with the one SIM card slot capability, but it also supports eSIM. So you can have one physical SIM, one eSIM, or no physical SIM and two eSIMs. So this is the specs in the United States. It might vary for different. It might vary based on the country. And we have the dual microphones at the top and another microphones at the bottom. And we have the fingerprint reader and the volume rockers here. The fingerprint reader and the power button are sharing the same functionality. So it's embedded. We don't have an in-display fingerprint on the GalaxyZ Fold 7. So let's go and peel this off. Let's look at this, how beautiful this is. You're not able to see the crease. The crease has been minimized drastically. This is the 7th generation of Samsung's Fold lineup of the foldable devices. This can fold, the screen can fold, that's why it's called a fold. And just look at this, how thin is this even after it's folded. Just to give you a reference, let me bring back my old fascination, the Galaxy Note 8. If you see this, it's in the whole form factor is one side of the Z Fold 7. And if we compare this with the S23 Ultra. I don't have the S25. S23 Ultra, you can see it's the same size when folded. This is a single form factor, and this is having a tablet-like structure when we open it, the fold. So that's the massive design change which I'm talking about, the engineering marvel which Samsung has brought to the table. This is 8.9 millimeter thick, slimmer than the S25 Ultra, and lighter than S25 Ultra. S25 Ultra weighs about 235 grams and lighter than the iPhone 16 Pro Max. This weighs just 215 grams. So, and they have a subtle Samsung branding on the hinge, and this hinge is reinforced now. Now you can see when folded it feels completely flat, like the previous generations of fold, if you all have been following. But this design has been revamped significantly, and now this is the first time in a Samsung Fold phone we are getting a 200 megapixel camera. It's the same as the S25 Ultra, and we have a 10 megapixel telephoto lens and a 12 megapixel ultra wide lens. The 10 megapixel telephoto lens has just 3x optical zoom. That's what I'm very disappointed, because this device costs $2,000 for the base model without the tax, and with the tax for a base model with 256 gigabits of RAM here in the United States, it is close to $2,200. And I pre-ordered this, so I got a storage upgrade for free for pre-ordering this device. So I got a 512 gig for $2,000 plus tax. But since the pre-order stage is over, if you want to order this one, the 256 will cost you for a total of around $2,200 with tax, and 512 gig model will cost you around $2,400. And there is a 1 terabit version as well, and that would cost you all around $2,700. So this phone is not cheap. This phone is for someone who has deep pockets or a deep passion for the technology. But yes, if you're in the market and if you're if you can afford this phone for $2,000, definitely there's no other phone you all need to think of at this point in time, because this definitely does the justice. But the only thing I'm disappointed is the telephoto camera should have at least had a 5x optical zoom. This will be very disappointing, paying a $2,000 flagship phone and we are not having a 5x optical zoom. That was a deal breaker for the previous generations of Fold as well. So now let's peel off this front screen. Another massive changes they are having is they have removed the in-display camera. The previous generation of Fold had an under-display camera which was just 4 megapixel. Now they replaced this with a punch hole camera which is 10 megapixel, and that is an excellent thing, but some people don't like it because it just interrupts the visual experience for some people. But this is really important because they're giving a really good camera. Another important thing we need to know about the Fold is you all can use the primary camera as a selfie camera, which Samsung provides the feature as well. So that's why the selfie camera's resolution sometimes may not matter too much, because you already have the liberty to use the rear camera as the selfie camera. So coming to the battery on this one is 4,400 milliamps. It's the same as the previous generation of Z Fold devices. I think they were not able to accommodate in this slim factor, and they didn't want to take chance to experiment with the newer battery. But with the newer Snapdragon 883 chip, which is explicitly optimized for Z Fold 7, the battery backup should be giving you a day of battery life. Yes, it's not definitely impressive, but we can accept the trade-off for the design Samsung has brought to the table. Also, the fingerprint is embedded onto the volume rockers, and it also comes with Face ID and the regular security mechanisms. But fingerprint works seamlessly, and we use the foldable to open it, so it makes sense to have the fingerprint on the lock button rather than on the in display. Right, so the wireless the charging on this one still supports just the 25 watts of super fast charging, and the wireless charging of 15 watts wireless charging and 4.5 watts of reverse wireless charging. Yes, it supports reverse wireless charging as well. Look at this, how beautiful this one is. So let's go ahead and quickly boot this device up and see how this gorgeous piece of device looks like. So I haven't opened the other pieces in the box. I can show it to you all while unboxing, while the device boots up, because there's nothing other than the let me keep this aside while it boots up. There's nothing other than the USB Type-C cable, which I'm not excited to see. I have a SIM ejector and a USB Type-C cable. I really hope it to be a braided cable. No, it's the regular old quality plasticky cable, even after charging $2,000 for a phone. So Samsung should up their game in that. But no complaints this year. They gave us the best. All right, so let me click on start. This is how it looks, and if you notice, we don't notice any crease while we are weaving the bigger display unfolded, and that's because of the 3-layer of the glass, and they have increased the protection of the foldable display by embedding a titanium glass underneath the foldable screen. So I'm not setting up my device right now in the interest of time, and let me skip this one. Getting your phone ready, but Samsung is mandating to have a Samsung account for us to be able to sign in, and I'll click on don't copy. Look at the experience, and the the device when unfolded is 8-inch, so it gives you a full tablet like experience, and when folded it is 6.5-inch diagonally. So let's skip this one as well. Skip this one. Skip the facial recognition. You can see we have facial recognition, fingerprints, pattern, and the pin. And this location, more, accept. Getting your phone ready. Okay, this is what I was talking about. It's asking us to, it will not allow us to proceed further with the phone bring up unless we sign into the Samsung account. So let me quickly do that. All right, I'm back. I signed into the Samsung account, and we have a bunch of Galaxy AI features introduced for the Galaxy Z Fold lineup, and also it was there for the S25 Ultra as well. But I think they have added new features specific to Fold as well. And the one which I love personally is the Now Brief. It will brief you the entire web page for the day, and it can also read you out. So that is like reading you the news without you have to browsing and spending time through the whole web page. So we will go through the AI features some other time, but just suggest it is call assist, write assist, note assist, draw assist. It has an audio eraser. This is new. It can erase the audio from your video, the unnecessary background noise which comes in the video while recording the video. So I think Bixby might soon retire because Google has introduced Gemini on the Samsung has introduced Gemini on the Galaxy Z Fold lineup for the AI feature. I like the dark mode. It saves the power. Take care of the phone. Okay, we are all set up. All right, see, look at this, how beautiful this display looks. And once you fold this, this is your home screen. Isn't this beautiful? And the size of the cover screen is now 6.5 inch, so it feels like a regular phone. So the previous generations of Fold had a very slimmer display, so the real estate was really less. Now it's we did not even unfold this phone and can use like a regular phone, and it feels like a regular phone because of the size in the pocket now. Look at this design, look at this color, everything is so beautiful, so much premium, and so much speaks of the design language and the innovation which Samsung has brought to the table with this phone. Oh my god, this is so beautiful. I just want to keep staring at this one. All right, so this comes in 3 storage variants. One is 512 gig with 12 gigs of RAM, and the 1 TB storage version with 16 gigs of RAM. So the one I'm having is the 512 gig with 12 gigs of RAM. So let's go and check on the box what is the RAM used without any apps installed. Let's click on device care. If you see, it is showing as 4.2 gigs available, though that's very less. But Samsung has something called as RAM plus, so it is currently only occupying 8 gig. So I would insist to consume all the 12 gigs, but I'm not doing it right now because to change the RAM utilization, you have to restart the phone. And this on the software side, this comes with the Android out of the box, Android 16 out of the box, and this is the first device on which Google has launched the Android 16. And also Z Fold 7 is the first Samsung device which comes with One UI 17 out of the box. So I'm not completely aware of the delta of the features which are present in One UI 17 versus 16, but this is definitely exclusive to the Samsung Galaxy Z Fold 7. I think I pretty much covered storage, the battery, the OS, the charging speeds, and the display size. The display size, just to reiterate, the display size is 8 inches when unfolded like a tablet, and 6.5 inches when folded. Wow, this is beautiful. And yeah, I missed mentioning one thing. The Samsung now provides 7 years of OS upgrades and the security upgrades. So if you're investing $2,000 on this phone or $2,200 on this phone, and you can keep this for 7 years with the latest and greatest Android updates and the security updates. So that's the good news. That's the bang for your buck. And Samsung has done a great job by pushing the software life cycle to a 7 years lifespan. So once again, if you all want to check this, I would definitely insist, if you're buying or if you're not buying it, go to the store, hold this device in your hand, and you will appreciate the engineering marvel, the engineering design which Samsung has brought in to the table with this device, and you'll really appreciate the kind of technology advancement to the mobile devices Samsung has brought to the table. We have the Oppo and the Huawei, but the feel of holding this, the slim camera module, everything feels so premium and so natural, and definitely Samsung software is on a top-notch side compared to any of the other China competitors. Oh, this is so beautiful. I know I'm saying that again and again, but it's coming out naturally because it's such a premium design which Samsung had brought in years. So I think that's pretty much okay. Let me show you the reverse wireless charging. I have this Bose Quiet Comfort earbuds. I think this supports wireless charging. Let's see, maybe I have to enable this. Let me quickly go and enable that. Okay, oops, Let's go here. Okay, it's disabled. So let me go ahead and enable that. Okay, I might not be able to show it to you all because it needs the battery to be over 30%, and the battery on this phone is right now 23%. But you get it. This works. You have to just place the your wireless charging case on the back of the phone, and you can start charging your devices. So that's pretty much for this video. I'll try to bring the features and the review of the Galaxy Z Fold 7 hopefully soon. But that's it for the unboxing and a quick overview of the new Galaxy Z Fold 7. I definitely insist you all to go and try this out, check this out in the nearest store, so that you all can experience the amazing design which Samsung has brought to the smartphone market. That's all for today's video. Thank you all so much for watching.